All right, welcome back, everybody. We are playing in Pale Mountain Shadow, the second adventure, the second chapter within the Doomsday Dawn adventure. And we're going to kind of bring everybody back. If you're just joining us, welcome. So far, our intrepid party of adventurers in the quest for more money have traveled through the wilderness up the volcanic, dormant volcano called Pale Mountain. They've fought an enclave in the kind of sandy waste. They've crossed a river to battle some gnolls at a gnoll camp, and now they are continuing up the mountain. A reminder that this is going to have some spoilers in it, so if you're planning to play this adventure, you should probably hold off and come watch this later on YouTube rather than streaming it right now, because you might get some spoilers for your experience. I'm going to have everybody kind of go around the table and reintroduce their characters. So if you're just joining us, you'll know who they are. And if you're coming back, maybe they'll have some new color to add to their descriptions here. So we started with Adam last time. This time we're going to start with Jason and go the opposite direction around the table.
I'm playing Sebagar, who is a sorcerer with a little bit of fighter in him. And he is the heir to a long line of famous Sebagars.
And please tell us also your name and what you do here.
Oh, I'm Jason Tondra. I'm an editor here at the team.
I'm Andrew White. I'm a member of the tech team here at Paizo. I am playing Marion Bosch, the half-orc alchemist. So far, I've gotten a great deal of scientific data from watching things catch on fire and or melt and or be frozen, and I look forward to collecting more.
I am Sam Phelan. I'm a customer service representative here at Paizo. I'm playing Fenra, the human barbarian, who has been raised by wolves and is now spending her time with these lovely people and just really wants to be a good puppy.
I'm Adam Daigle. I'm managing developer for Pathfinder, and I'm playing Ramona Avanth. And she started adventuring to look for weird and ancient lore, and so far has just found adventure.
Right. And while we were taking the break, we went ahead and kind of did the healing part of adventuring. So there was some use of the battle medic skill feat.
Some poor use.
The DC is it's kind of at its apex at this level. So some of those checks didn't turn out so well.
No, we healed more than we did damage.
Yeah, that's true. That's
not in my experience.
No, total, I mean, not on a case-by-case basis.
And I believe we also used up some spells and items.
Yep.
Can folks kind of recap what resources were expended during that?
I heightened Soothe to use up all of my second level slots to get us back up.
All right. The barbarian was down a pretty substantial number of hit points. The barbarian likes all the healing.
Yeah, I just took from everyone and used a potion on myself to recover from some poor battle medicing.
We won't name any names. There was some poor battle medicing was had.
I performed some poor battle medicing, causing damage to the barbarian, but I healed myself. And then I gave the barbarian some additional elixirs that I had made with quick alchemy, since I was out of the ones that I prepared so far this morning.
Yeah, so we have, in this party, we kind of have healing kind of set up in an interesting way, because we have a bard who can soothe, we have an alchemist who can make elixirs of life, and we have some potions and stuff, but we don't have kind of a dedicated like cleric healer, so we kind of are getting healing from a bunch of different vectors. All right, so the party is kind of continuing up the mountain. And you have moved beyond kind of the river area, and you are now kind of slowly kind of trudging your way up the steeper inclines onto the peak itself. If everybody could kind of move stuff off the table for just a second here, I'm going to replace that map to kind of show your current location a little better. Go ahead and kind of put yourselves in that crook over there.
Over here?
This pathway. Yeah. So this is a fairly steep incline. You've had some kind of challenging cliffs to navigate and that sort of thing so far. I'd like everybody to go ahead and give me an athletics check to kind of just kind of generally judge how you've been doing as you progress up the mountain. I'm going to mention for folks watching that we are kind of abbreviating parts of this adventure. So kind of the trek up the mountain, there are a few more kind of athletics checks, a little more kind of some more trials you'll face as you're normally going through this section, but we're going to kind of get through that a little faster because we are kind of on a limited amount of time for the stream. So how did your checks go? How about
14.
14?
You'd think I'd do better at these.
That is the story of your
It's been a
athletics.
rough, it's been a rough day.
It's been a really rough day.
Actually,
Fun experiences.
Ramona has survival, so can you also give me a survival check?
Okay, yeah.
I also have survival. I'm
So I don't forget,
You're
my
welcome to do
athletics was
something else.
24.
Okay.
24, okay.
And then
That's probably gonna do pretty well.
survival is a 12.
All right. Fenrir, go ahead and give me a survival check, please.
Not very great 12.
Okay. So you kind of are trying to find some like easier pathways up the mountain, and you just it's all looks difficult. And what are your athletics checks over here?
Mine was only 11. However, I will say that I have spider climb,
Okay.
if that would help.
All right, sure.
I will happily burn that spell if it will get me out of a
All right.
penalty.
I got a 19.
Okay. So the two of you are making pretty good progress. You are able to cast Spider Climb and get along pretty well. And by all your efforts combined, Fenrir is able to kind of keep up eventually. But
Physically carry the
yeah,
barbarian.
you're slowed down a little bit. You're making decent progress, but not quite as fast as you'd like. Reminder, you're racing a group of nemeses who are trying to get this artifact from an ancient tomb. You're going to try to get there first by going through the tomb's back entrance.
I can
so
climb
that
her.
you
I can use spider climb on her as well. If she's holding this back, I'm perfectly willing to cast it if we can make up some time.
Okay, sure.
The problem is that she
could I
keeps
use
stopping
the-
to sniff stuff.
Cantrip to
You can.
help us
So,
move a
so
little
as
faster.
you're climbing, the bard is kind of encouraging everybody with a sprightly song to climb faster, you jerks. So so you're making pretty good progress then with all those factors kind of considered. So you're climbing up this mountain. As you get up this particular part of your journey, you find what looks like it was a battle site. There are some kind of corpses scattered around of gnolls that look like they have been like partially eaten. The bodies have been here for days. There are kind of flies swarming around them. And it looks like they were like trying to climb to safety maybe, and they've all been killed. They have kind of big bony kind of spikes sticking out of them.
Can I try to identify that?
You can. What is your nature bonus?
1 lower than my bardic lore. Could I use that instead?
Yes.
Okay.
So.
Oh,
your
my
bardic
bonus
lore
is
I believe?
5. Yeah.
All
Sorry.
right. Yeah, you do identify these. These are quills from a Manticore, which is kind of a flying monster that has kind of the face of a person, the body of a lion, leathery wings, and spikes that it can fire from its tail. And you think
Immediately
that's
start
what it did
scanning
here.
the cliffs.
All right, you're scanning the cliffs. Let's see how that goes for you. All right. So, as you're kind of scanning, looking around there, you do see up on the cliff face, you see kind of reddish brown something moving. Looks like a quadruped, and like looking closely, it's like, yeah, that is a manticore, and it looks like it is preparing to swoop down on you.
Hey, everybody, check it out.
Oh, cool, a manticore.
So this manticore is coming for you, but with this timely warning from Ramona, I'm just going to apply a penalty on its initiative check because all of you are getting the bonus, so it kind of works out the same either way. But it is, it looks like it considers this its hunting ground, and it is kind of coming to kill you or chase you off, and it starts flying in your direction.
Are they intelligent, or are they just animals?
They are barely intelligent. They're not smart,
Okay.
but they do understand language, and they can be reasoned with. They're really like they're about as smart as some of the people you went to school with, really.
Okay. So how would they compare to Fenrir?
They are not as smart as Fenrir.
Okay.
What is your intelligence?
Standard.
10.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Fenrir's normal.
Yeah.
She's
I just
not
don't have a
super
lot of
street smart.
experience.
Yeah.
Come on.
All right. In dog smarts, you're
What the
7 times
championship's
smarter
all
than. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was really great in the wolf pack.
Right.
Top-notch reasoning.
Knew how to make fire.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah. So they are. Yeah, you can reason with them a little bit, but they're usually kind of
Jerks.
kind of jerks,
Yeah.
kind of blustery, and not particularly great logical thinkers.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that.
So it is kind of winging its way toward you. We're going to roll initiative here in a second. If there's anything folks want to do before that happens, you can do so. Otherwise, we'll go ahead and get to those rolls.
Drawing weapons count as a thing
Yeah,
you're doing?
yeah, you got enough time to prepare, so
Okay.
you can pull out weapons or alchemical.
Yeah, I'll get out my bow at
Items.
least.
All right. Okay,
Yeah,
so
I'm ready a bow as well.
all right, so you have your ranged weapons prepared. If you have ranged weapons, anyway.
I'm actually not going to prepare anything yet because if I use quick alchemy, I won't be able to use it past my first round, and I don't know how close this thing is planning on getting.
Okay. All right. So we are going to go ahead and roll initiative. It's going to be perception for all of you.
That's all.
And the Manticore is going to roll acrobatics because it is kind of flying and relying on its skill at flying to get closer here. Okay, what did everybody get for that check?
22.
22 for Fenra. Ramona.
17.
Sebagar.
Only a 7.
7. We'll just put this
I'm
at the
feeling this
we'll just
one.
put this at the bottom here. Marion.
15.
15. Okay. So it is very fast. So fortunately you had time to get out your weapons, but it is angling with the wind and getting a really good position to come attack you. And it kind of flies low. It's starting from about here when we roll initiative. So it flies up to about here. And then flies a little further. So it is still up in the air here. We're going to use this die to indicate how high it is in terms of squares, just because. So imagine this number is multiplied by 5 in order to figure out its height. So it is 25 feet in the air right now. And it whips a big bony spike from its tail. It actually flings 2 of them. And Ramona's kind of in the front, followed by Fenra, and then Marion and Sebagar are kind of toward the back there. And it actually flings, or I'm sorry, Fenra and Sebagar at the back, and Marion's kind of in the middle. It flings 2 of the spikes at Fenra. Looks like it's trying to
Rude.
cut off the retreat a little bit. So it critically failed. So it flings these spikes, and then they just go wide, and they just smash into a rocky outcropping and knock some birds' nests loose, and the birds just kind of flutter up into the air and cause a lot of commotion. And Fenra, it's your turn.
This thing's still 25 feet in the air.
It is, yep.
I don't think I jumped that high.
Probably not.
No. I am going to I'm just going to use a 5, 10. I'll use a couple of stride actions, and then I'm just going to prepare for a swoop attack.
Okay. All right. So do you want to ready an action?
I would like to strike at it if it
Okay.
gets within my range.
All right. So the way that works in the rules for the folks in the audience here is you spend 2 actions, and then you prepare an action of your choice to use as a reaction, so you
Okay.
can take it off your turn. So you're going to spend 2 actions, and
Yep.
you're getting ready to strike if it comes close enough for you to strike.
So
Is that
right
correct?
there would be if I
That's
can move
the
with
maximum
one.
of
Yep,
your
yep.
one move worth of action. All right. So you're ready for that if it swoops down. Ramona.
I am going to cast the Forbidding Ward cantrip, with ally target, enemy target. So you get a +1 to armor class again, and saving throws against its attacks, spells, and other effects.
Okay.
And then that's 2 of my actions. My third, I'll go ahead and take a shot at it with my short bow.
All right.
And I'm pretty certain that 9's not going to hit.
It is not going to hit. All right. Marion.
So it's 25 feet up in the air and
Right.
at least 20 feet away from me horizontally. I am not going to be hitting it.
And all of these kind of areas are climbable, but they are fairly steep, so they would require athletics checks to try to climb up onto them.
How high are they?
That one is about 10 feet high.
Okay.
So it would get you closer, but it's the Manticore's still up above it. It's not resting on it.
Do Manticore, I don't know how common knowledge this would be, do Manticores have a finite number of spikes?
Ramona can tell you that, yeah, they do have a finite number. They usually grow about 12. They regenerate pretty quickly, but usually like 12 per day is about the most they can do.
Okay. Can I see from here how many it has?
You can spend an action to give me a perception check.
Yeah, I'll do that.
That's a secret check, so I'm going to roll that for you.
Well, you probably rolled better than me.
Probably not. You're kind of trying to get beyond. You can see that it is pretty big bristle of them, so you know there's
more than one.
Yeah. You don't know how close it is to 12, but you know it's like more than 6 at least.
Lots and lots.
Okay.
And it's kind of confusing to see because some of the younger ones aren't ready to be flung yet.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
They do less damage.
I guess I will also ready an action, and that is that if it comes within melee range of me, I will stab it with my dagger.
All right. Sebagar.
So thinking that if it does close, we want to make sure that it's within melee reach of you. We don't want it to close on one of us and make it too far away. So I'm going to move so that I'm next to her in case it comes for me. And then I'll take a shot at it with my bow.
All right.
18. I'm sorry, 17.
17 is not a hit.
Okay. And then it moving, and then shooting long was just one action, right?
You moved one action, longbow one
Yep.
action. Yeah.
So I will shield with the third.
Okay. Shield of Force springs up to protect you. And it is the Manticore's turn. It kind of wheels around in the air. Just kind of move it on the other side of everybody, Adam, if you don't mind.
Kind of over here-ish.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, I'm sorry. I had one more question. Is our spider climb still up?
What's its duration?
10 minutes.
10 minutes? No, you've used that up. And go ahead and keep the die next to it there.
Right.
It's still 25 feet up. It's going to fling more spikes. It kind of looks like it's concentrating. It's like, you're not supposed to be here. You look tastier than Knowles, but I don't know. I'm pretty full. I'll have to save for later. And
So it is a little dumber than me.
yeah, it flings 2 spikes at Marion.
It also doesn't sound super committed to this fight. Maybe we can discourage it.
Reason with it.
By the way, if you want to try to make it jump up and swing, I do have a
27.
potion.
Probably be easier to lie
It does.
It is not a critical
It
hit.
is not a crit, though, fortunately.
Okay, you take 10 damage. So 2 spikes are flung at you simultaneously. So you take this damage, but instead of doing more damage to you, you get pinned in place
Oh, wow.
by the spikes. So you are immobile, which just means, I'm not going to give you the card, because it just means you can't move until you've freed yourself.
I've been here before.
The spike is kind of pinning you to the
I don't want to
side
know.
of the mountain. So that's its second action because it moved. And now that you're pinned, it flings 2 spikes at, I believe that is Sebagar.
Sure.
So your shield is up, so you'll get +1 against these.
Yep.
And it's taking the -5 for its second attack, and it misses you.
Okay.
And it kind of is like, I like it when food comes to my place. I don't have to hunt. It's great. It's kind of just talking to itself. It's like it doesn't even know you can hear it. It's just like it's musing.
Yeah.
It's like
he's thinking out loud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fenra.
I want to come unpin.
Okay. All right.
Him there.
So you'll spend an action to move over there.
Yep.
You'll need to give me an athletics check to try to pull that free.
We'll see.
You're good at these, right?
You would think. That'll be a. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. 22.
All right. So you kind of grab onto this this piece of kind of bony matter and kind of try to rock it free, and then you realize if you pound on the rock, you just pop it free, and you are no longer immobile, and you have one action left.
Cool. Thank you.
How heavy is this spike?
Yeah,
Can I
was
throw
coming.
it?
It's about javelin-y, so yeah, you can throw that.
I would love to chuck it back at the.
All right.
It's clearly aerodynamic.
Yeah. Let's see here. What would be?
Have you even calculated your ranged attack?
No, I didn't think this would be a deal.
All right, it's going to be 4 plus your
it'll be-
dexterity.
Yeah, so that'll be a +5, then I believe. A 16.
Okay. That is not going to be enough to hit it, but it does look kind of like. Hey, you a manticore too? You don't look like a manticore.
Say yes.
You're such
Say
a
yes.
small manticore. All right, where are your spikes? Are they in this thing or the fluffy thing?
Yeah, I got spikes everywhere.
Oh, cool. I'll pick them out when I eat you.
Oh.
Ramona.
They have a complicated culture.
I'm going to spend an action to keep the forbidding ward on Fenra. I'm also going to use an action to inspire courage. And I'm going to try that perform check to, wow, all right, good job.
By which I mean nice physics.
Yes.
Yeah. And that does that so I can keep it going for 2 rounds. And then I'm going to take my third action to attack. And miss.
All right. Marion.
Well, I got hit with 2 spikes before, which means there's at least 1 down here. So,
Yep.
Is the spike a simple weapon?
It is going to be the same as a javelin.
I know a spear is a simple weapon. I
terms of
can't remember if a
proficiency.
javelin is or not.
It is. I'm going to look it up right quick here.
I mean, Manticore doesn't seem like he's necessarily
Yeah, so javelin is a simple weapon.
cool. Well,
It
that should
does
be
1d6 damage.
easy enough
plus
to
your
just
strength because it's thrown.
cool. Well, I will pick that one up and throw that back at him.
You guys are silly.
Hey, you know what? They're right here.
Ranged weapon.
3 ranged weapons. Pick them up.
16, which we know is not
Yeah,
enough to
that's not
hit.
gonna
17, I guess, because I have the
Right.
courage bonus. But
It's still not enough.
all right. Well, I'm sure he'll give us some more.
All right. You have 1 action left?
I don't have anything I can spend 1 action on. That's except maybe get behind you.
That's fine. I'm shield up.
I think I'll do that.
Okay.
You want to move?
Yeah.
There?
Use
Yeah.
Sipagar as a human shield.
That's right. It's a magic shield, I'll have you know.
Magic human shield. Speaking of human shield, Sipagar, it's your turn.
So I have a cunning plan. Does anybody here have a decent intimidate? Who's got intimidate this week?
Mine's only 6.
6. What about you, Fenra? Oh, that's right. It's charisma based. You're like, okay. All right. Well, I'm going to ancestral surge.
Okay.
Call upon the spirit of Sebagar, the overpowering, and then I will cast fear.
Okay. All right, a will save.
Yeah.
You're
so
pretty sure this is its strong suit. Wait. All right. What's your
19.
19?
So then counting ancestral surge.
Okay. It did succeed,
Oh well.
but I believe that's still going to do something.
Yeah, it's still frightened 1.
Frightened 1.
Yeah.
All right. Frightened 1 means it's going to take a -1 on basically all of its rolls and DCs. But you recover from fright fairly quickly, so at the end of each turn, you're going to reduce your frightened condition by 1. So it's going to be taking -1 for a turn.
Well, my thought was that if anyone can try and intimidate, maybe we can just scare it away.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound super committed to this. It's already said it was full.
Yeah.
But if
it kind of says, you look kind of scary for little flesh things.
we're all manticores.
Oh. Weird. You must be from like a weird family.
You have not heard of the Sebagar family, obviously.
Show you what a real manticore looks like. And it is going to try to pin you with spikes. It's kind of just hoping to keep you
I'm right
from
here to
moving too
pull
much.
them out.
Indeed you are.
Crit.
There you go.
That's not
So
Sebagar
you're not going to be any extra pinned,
the
but you are
pokey.
going to be extra damaged. 21 damage.
Wow. Well, I'm still up.
And you are pinned to the rock.
Okay.
It kind of looks pretty pleased with itself at this point.
I'm sure it
It's
does.
Like, yeah, that one's tasty. Tasty manticores. Tasty weird manticores. Good.
Nom, 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 nom.
Where was I? Oh, yeah. And it flings 2 at you as well.
It's got to be running low at this
It
point.
is.
Hopefully.
It doesn't look like it has a whole lot left.
I'm at 7 hit points.
It
if you
misses
have any
you.
left.
Okay.
And then it flies over.
Would you like me to battle medic you?
Just kind of
No.
a little bit further
We've
away
learned our
and
lesson.
toward me.
Fool me
There
once,
you go.
shame on you.
All right. Okay. And we're back to you, Fenra.
Well, I'm gonna break those spikes out of them.
All right.
Free them.
AKA draw a ranged weapon.
Yeah.
That's a 1.
Okay. That's you kind of
No,
rough
pull,
up your
pull,
hands
not
a little
push.
bit.
Pull.
You're extra
What?
embedded now.
Yeah.
Do you want to try again?
No, don't twist it.
Yeah.
Ow. Ow.
And that's still
That's not
not
great
great.
either.
That's a 3 plus the 9.
I'm flattered by the
So,
effort.
you're still pretty pinned. Anything with your last action?
Unless I guess I'll just try again. I think. Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a kick, a punch, and 15 plus 9, which is a lot better. It's 24.
24. All right. Punk. You pop that free.
It's a
and now you're
headbutt finally
holding
at the end.
it's stuck a little ways into your forehead, but it shouldn't be too hard to pull out. Ramona.
I'm going to cast Soothe on Sebagar
Thank you, sir.
for 5.
Okay. Thank you.
With 2 actions, and my 3rd action, I'm going to continue concentrating on Forbidding Ward.
All right. Okay. All right. We are back to Marion now.
Are you still pinned or not?
I am not pinned.
Okay. So now it's probably not the good time for impromptu surgery. But I can give you
But
an
you do
elixir.
enjoy it, so.
Yeah. If you were pinned, I could help you out. But I think you might struggle a little too much now. So I'm going to give you an elixir instead. That's 1 resonance from me, and that will heal 3d6 damage, which 10.
Great.
Slightly above
do
average.
I spend a resonance as well?
Yes, unfortunately, you do.
Okay. I'm back up to almost where I was.
Cool.
All right.
Yep.
And it's your
Now,
turn,
would you
so
like
go.
some surgery?
No.
Do you still have actions left?
I do still have actions. I will. Isn't there another spike either in you or near you?
There's one on the ground, yeah.
Okay, I will pick that spike up
Okay.
and try to fling it at the Manticore because that's what we're doing.
Okay.
17 is not enough to hit it.
It is not.
Yeah.
It is agile-ish. Okay. Sebagar, you're up. And
Well,
he-
I guess I'll take a shot at it with my bow. 18.
18 is a miss.
Do we have Inspire Courage?
Yes.
Then it's a 19.
Sorry, still a miss.
Still a miss.
But a closer miss. The nearest of misses.
All right, well, I think I'm gonna. So that's one action, right?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna stow the bow
Okay.
and draw my wand.
All right. Wand in hand, and Manticore party time. The Manticore decides it still has a couple spikes left. It decides it is going to keep them in reserve, and it kind of swings, let's see. Sebelgar, you're kind of protected in the middle there, so I think it's going to avoid trying to bite you.
Okay.
But it's going to come after the loudest, singingest one. So it kind of flies down right above Ramona's head. And tries to bite you with its big it's kind of got a vaguely human face, but its mouth is just this giant kind of maw with these big, nasty, pointy teeth, and they're coming at you. And no, they're not.
Yay!
It kind of futilely snaps
definitely
in the air
dodge out of the way
above you. It's like, oh, you're a Manticore. I thought you'd be taller. And then it tries to bite you again. It's like, it's such a small Manticore, and misses you again. Okay, Fenra.
But now it's closer.
About
It is
how
close.
low is this thing now?
It is right above
It's in range.
Ramona's head, so it is like you can reach it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna move over here and I'm gonna whack it with the greatsword.
All right.
20.
Yes.
All right. That's a critical hit.
Whoa!
Double your damage.
All right. The double with the modifier as well, or no?
Yeah. Were you raging?
I'm not actually.
Yeah. You'll double your strength modifier as well.
Okay. So it's a grand total of 10 there.
All right.
Better than 5.
Yeah.
True. All right. So the Manticore has been struck. and
Oh,
it
I
kind
do
of-
have critical. When I do get a critical hit, I get the effect for critical specialization.
Okay.
Which for my greatsword should be
I believe it's flat-footed.
yes, off balance, and it becomes flat-footed for 1 round.
All right. Awesome.
Nice.
Okay. So it's going to be taking a -2 to its AC, and you still have 1 action left.
Yeah, then I'll go ahead and swing at it again.
All right.
Oh, yeah, that's probably not going to do it. It's plus, yeah, that's like an 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No 8.
Nope.
All right, Ramona.
I'm going to continue concentrating on Forbidding Ward. I'm going to do Inspire Courage and try to make it linger, which does not work. So it's just going to
1
last
round
for
of
1
courage.
round, and then I'm going to... Oh, it's right there.
It's right up next to you, making friends.
I'm going to go ahead and shoot at it. I don't care. I'm going to miss.
Hey, that's what I do.
What, miss?
Your tail looks weird. It's like a shaped funny.
It's removable.
So do you go to like the Minotaur reunions or anything? Like, do you, Marion, you're up. I haven't seen you around.
Sound like a little pickup line now.
Yeah. You new around here? I'm
I
gonna.
haven't seen you around the mountain before. Come here very many often.
I'm gonna quickly pick out 2 components out of my alchemy kit, mix them together, and quick alchemy up some more liquid water. I mean, sorry, liquid ice.
Liquid ice.
Liquid ice. Yes.
All right.
And that is a horrendous miss. 13 or 14, I guess, but still a miss.
14, that is a miss.
But it will do 4 cold damage.
All right. So it kind of smashes against that rock wall next to it and splatters onto it.
I didn't hit any of them, did I? Despite.
No.
Okay,
No,
because it's large.
Yeah, you kind of threw it near the back of it, and it smashes against the rock. And Sebagar.
Well, I went through all the trouble to get out this wand. I may as well use it.
All right.
So I will spend a residence, and I will use 3 actions to magic missile it 3
right.
times.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Because I don't have to roll to hit with these. 3,
That is
5,
true.
8, 11.
11. All right. So it is pelted by missiles of force and kind of goes, where'd that come from? I didn't know we could do magic. Hey, wait a second. You might not be manticores.
He's on to us.
Oh, did you say minotaurs? Are you minotaurs?
I'm stunned into speechlessness by his
All right.
brilliant repartee.
If we tell him that we're
Hey.
Medusas, can we convince him that he's stoned?
Yeah, that would stop him from
I
flying
mean, you
around.
can try, possibly. Probably depends how much he knows about Medusas.
True.
All right. You guys look
Educate you before I deceive you.
Look, we don't like minotaurs around these parts, so I'm gonna eat you.
Now that you know what a Medusa is,
Now you got
I
me,
am one.
Now you got me mad. I'm gonna try to kill you now.
Oh.
So Ramona is gonna try to bite you.
I don't like this biting.
Yeah, well, 24.
Oh yeah.
All right. $18 piercing damage.
Wow.
Oof. This thing hits hard.
Yeah.
And then it, having bitten you, it tries to swipe at you with its kind of big cat paws. And its first one, it gets a 27.
Yeah.
For 15 damage.
This might not end up nice.
And its final strike.
It's gonna miss.
Where'd my die go? Oh, there. 19.
That's right on the money.
All right.
Ramona, no!
Don't worry, I had a battle medic you today.
17 damage.
Yeah. I am down.
Okay. So you get knocked unconscious. We move your initiative to right before the initiative we were on when you got knocked out. And you have the Dying 1 condition, which I will pass you this card, though this is out of date because I printed it before we updated the conditions and the dying system. But this is where I at right now. On each of your turns, if you haven't been brought back, you're going to get a check to see if you recover. And if you get some healing, you'll come back a little bit faster. Okay. That was it for the Manticore, and it's now Fenra's turn.
I'm gonna enter rage.
Okay.
Yeah.
You are angry.
I'm angry and howling and gonna whack it.
Sick 'em.
20.
Nice.
Oh,
All right. Then it's going to do double damage.
Yeah.
Rage and critical. Not bad.
Yeah.
Very good.
Will that double my?
They'll double everything.
Sweet. That's what I thought. So
So you roll the die 2 times.
Okay,
And then
yep.
you'll double all the flat modifiers.
all right.
And you'll make it flat-footed.
Wow. Okay. So it'll be the 5 I rolled on the dice from the 2 dice rolls plus the 7 times 2 for being enraged. So 14, 19.
I can heal.
All right.
You want to? Okay.
Yep.
I think you'll be more
Okay.
effective at range.
It looks pretty surprised by this giant attack
magic
against
weapon
it.
Okay,
You kind
that's
of
also-
shear off half its beard, so it's just kind of like looks like it's had a fresh shave. It's just kind of like, you're dangerous, Manticore.
Yeah. Yeah.
Minotaur,
Minotaur.
Minotaur. Wait.
Meeple,
All right, and then I'll use my final action. and-
Manicotti.
Don't let it confuse you.
I don't know what to. That'll miss. I'm pretty sure.
All right.
Yeah, the 6 plus 3. Yeah.
Yeah, that is not gonna
that's long shot.
not really that close.
No.
All right, Marion.
Well, since you just got eviscerated and dropped at my feet, I guess the responsible thing to do would be to try and bring you back to life.
On the other
Think of
hand,
it as another
the fewer
experiment.
survive, the greater share of silver.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, I could try the surgery thing, but that would probably kill you. So instead, I'll
Yeah.
give you an elixir. Let's whip up some of Some of Dr. Marion's
Patented
Dr.
medicine.
Marion's special brew.
Ugh.
All right. Oh, wow. That is 14 health recovered.
All right. So how does that work now?
All right. So you are now at 14 hit points.
Okay.
You are conscious again. But on your first turn back, you're going to be slowed
Okay.
in an amount equal to the dying condition you had. So you are going to be slowed 1 on your next turn. You've dropped everything you were holding, so you might have to spend some actions getting that
Okay.
stuff back if you need it and that sort of thing. And you can pass me that card back because you don't need it. And
Yay.
slowed just
Thank you.
means that you're
No
going to
problem.
you're going to lose that many actions on your turn.
Okay.
So you only have 2 actions instead of 3 when you start your next turn.
If you notice
And-
any side effects, please tell me about them
Okay.
before you die.
And I'm assuming any thing I had that I was concentrating on would need to be recast.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Was that all your actions?
I think that's all I'm going to
You
do
brewed,
this round.
moved, and
Unless there's any spikes lying around, which I don't think there are. Since he's
I
been,
think the spikes have been used up.
we've been
Yeah.
ineffectively flinging all of those.
So Sebagar, you're up.
We're not good Manticores.
I will
My first day.
use magic weapon on Fenrir's greatsword
Okay.
and draw my rapier.
All right. You are ready for battle, and Fenra has a glowing, super powerful greatsword. Ramona, it is your turn. So you have 2 actions.
I will. Crawl behind her,
Okay.
and having been brought from the brink of death, I will inspire everybody. It's like, hey, I may have went
do it
down,
too.
but you guys are kicking
Just
ass.
on the ground.
Good job.
All right. It is the Manticore's turn. It kind of looks at all of you and kind of looks at Fenrir and is like, hey, can I have that?
Oh, that can't
It's
be
glowy. Can I have it?
No, this is mine.
Wow, rude.
You can-
And it tries to attack you.
You can have it in your face.
Yeah. You can have the edge.
Wait, was that a nice thing to say or a mean thing to say? All right, 32.
Oof.
Wow.
That is probably going to be a crit.
Yeah, it is.
This thing
It absolutely is.
effective.
Yeah, it's a big monster. I'm just about out of stuff.
25 damage
Ouch.
Okay.
as it bites you viciously. And then it says, yeah, stay here. I'm going to take that thing. And it flings its last 2 tail spikes at you from point blank range, but misses. It's like, oh, no. Oh, okay. And the spikes are just like, dunk, dunk, like nowhere near you. It says like, oh, honor system. Stay here. Pretend that you're spiked.
That's not how this works.
Oh, man. I tried. All right, and it's your turn.
Oh no, I'm spiked. I can't move. Better come down here and finish me
Sorry,
off.
It had one more action. One more action.
Yep.
It's going to try to hit you with one of its paws. But that is at a -10. That is a 22. So that
Yeah,
is-
that'll hit.
$13 damage.
Okay.
And then it is your turn.
I am not a very good Manticore or Minotaur or whatever we decided we are now,
Centaur.
but I am a way better wolf.
Okay. Angry wolf.
Angry wolf. Yeah, I think it's my last time to be rageful, so I'm gonna use the great sword because it is all magical and shiny, and I do want to put it in his face.
All right.
Unfortunately, that's a 15.
A 15 is a miss.
All right. Well, we'll keep swinging.
16? Well, it's still probably. a
Yeah.
miss.
No, I
Is it
I
flat-footed
well.
from the last round?
It is flat-footed, yeah.
That'll be.
Or no, I'm sorry. The flat-footed
17.
wore off at
Oh, it did?
the start of her turn. Yeah.
Probably not 17 either.
No.
No.
Mm.
This will be be super lucky. Nope.
All right.
Swing, swing, swing.
Marion.
This is not going so well. Well, when the chips are down, set something on fire. So I am going to spend another resonance point, quickly whip up some alchemist fire, and chuck it in this thing's face.
Okay.
Haven't had the best of luck with this, but there's always splash damage. Yep, always splash
All
damage.
right. So 4 splash damage?
Yes.
All right.
Oh, there only has to hit its touch, right?
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
But its touch AC is its good one, I think.
Oh, wait.
Anyway, I assume 16 does not hit its touch.
It does not.
Okay.
You're close, but
Too quick.
Oh, wait, 17.
still close.
Okay.
All right. Sebagar.
Yeah. So, because it's hovering essentially, even if I was over here, I still wouldn't be flanking it, or would I? Would I be able to? Can I provide the flank?
Since you're not on the same level.
Yeah. I'll move 2, 3, 4 anyway, and no, never mind, I'll stay close to her. And I'll attack with my rapier. Move attack. But an 18. But an 18 didn't hit.
No, that's not gonna.
There we go.
All right.
Make sure.
Ramona.
I'm going to cast telekinetic projectile and keep inspire courage. I'm gonna do the roll for the lingering first. Hey, all right. So that's gonna last a couple of rounds. Right. Now telekinetic projectile is. Wait, do I have to? Sorry. Does a 19 hit?
Is that counting your inspire?
Oh, 20.
Yes, it does.
I forgot about myself. Yay.
All right, so you fling a rock at it, or possibly a spike.
Oh, yeah, spike. That'd be extra fun. For 5.
All right. So the spike comes flying at it and sticks into its cheek, and it kind of it's its turn next. So it kind of this weirds it out. It starts kind of panicking. It's like, this is too much. This is too much work. You're not even that tasty looking. I'm out of here. And it kind of flies off back into the mountain peaks. And you have a chance to kind of press forward and continue on, but you know it might circle back around at any moment. And that's where we're going to call it for today. We'll be back for part 2 next week, and we're going to see how far you can get and whether you can recover from this encounter with this Manticore. Thanks for joining me, everybody. And see you next time. This is, go ahead and give a last goodbye and say your names.
I'm Adam Daigle.
Sam Phelan.
Andrew White.
And Jason Tondra.
All right. Thanks for joining us here today. I hope you enjoyed the stream, and hope to see you next time.